Oh, g'day there. It's Poppy Dave back in the garden, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the bromeliads and trying to work out what bromeliad you need to buy and what they are and where you put them in the garden can be a little bit daunting, because there's over 80 genera or genus in the wild, so genus groups, and over 3,700 species. And then that's not even looking at all the hybrids and cultivars that are available, like this one that I've got in front of me here. But what I'm going to do today is just talk about the three really common genera, and that being the Neo-Regelia, or the Neos, the Billbergias, and the Aechmeas. So, and I'll just explain three fundamental differences and where to put them in the garden. So with this particular plant here, this is a Neo-Regelia, or a Neo, commonly known. And so it doesn't have a flower that comes out of the plant at all. It has little bird beaks down in here when it flowers, usually little blue ones. So as far as the flower goes, they're probably of not much interest in that regard. So what collectors do is buy these for their foliage, so patterns, colours, and you would have this down in the garden, down well below eye level, so that you can look down on top of it. So that's a pretty simple thing. So you wouldn't have a hanging basket, or like have a hanger on it where it's hanging up high, because you're not going to be able to see the value of that plant. Then we'll move on to the Billbergias. So the Billbergias are another tubular plants, very similar to the Aechmea. So sometimes they're a bit hard to pick unless you look at the name. But the main thing that's worth noting with the Billbergias is they have a little flower that comes out, and these sometimes they've got a little spring that rolls back there, and they're quite nice, but they only last for a few days. So buying this particular plant for the flower, once again, is you might be a little bit disappointed in that, even though you might be interested when it does flower. So therefore, they're worth hanging up, and you can see I've got a hanger on that one. And I'll draw your attention to plants like this. This is a Billbergia Hallelujah, and as you can see, the foliage in it is very striking. So these are purchased and kept in the collections purely for the foliage, because we know, as I've explained, that the flower only lasts for a couple of days. So for the value of this plant, it's worth hanging up like this and having it at eye height, so that you can see the plant. Naturally, you can have them down in the garden as well, but I have all my Billbergias up at eye height. A particular genus that I collect a lot of is these Aechmeas. And the beauty of the Aechmeas is they have the flower spike always comes up well out of the plant, like this one. This is Aechmea fenleri. This particular flower will be out for or flower spike, I should say. The little flowers are in there, but this is the inflorescence. The inflorescence of the Aechmeas are quite often out for 6 months. So if you're looking for a nice plant in the garden or your collection or your balcony, and you want to be showing off a flower, Aechmeas are very good in this regard. So there you go. Hopefully that'll help with those three more common ones that you might see at Bunnings or get from other collectors as well. But at least you'll know what you're buying in those three most common ones, and know where to put them in your garden to show them off. All right, hopefully that helps. Bye for now.